What I want in a woman is confidence, um, respect, of course, a respectful woman, a woman who respects herself and respects the people around her. But I think just being confident in yourself and confident in a situation or relationship that you're in is the route to go. You know, don't worry so much about what the other person is doing. Just do what you're supposed to be doing. Like I said, if you're doing right, you ain't got nothing to worry about. So do the right thing, guys.
Bars.
Bars.
What do I want in a man? I want a man that is considerate, is strong, is independent, but also can be able to depend on me to like talk to him, and he can talk to me about anything. Someone I could trust.
One has to be, I would say, confidence. And when I say confidence, I don't mean the whole swagger thing. I mean confidence. For example, you feel confident enough that there's no other female that can take my attention away, so you don't even have to trip. That is confidence. That's a sexy confidence that I look for in a female. That's number one. Others is probably your typical, trustworthy, caring, knows how to cook, loves family, because I got a big family, and they're going to annoy the hell out of you. So.
What I look for in a man is somebody who is very worldly. They have a passion for learning. They're very strong-minded. They're not easily persuaded. Very firm in themselves. You know what I mean? I'm a very busy girl. I'm always on the go. So, I need somebody who knows how to hold down the fort while the lady's out without stressing. You know what I mean? I look for someone who's very family-oriented. Someone who has their own interests. Like, not, I'm not really for someone who kind of sits in the house all the time. Like, that's not really my thing. I'm a goer. You know what I mean? I like a guy who can be a man amongst women, you know what I mean, without being too left or right, you know what I mean, be comfortable in his skin.
Let's keep it real. Do you trust her?
No.
Here we go.
She's always in the club. I be hearing she's dancing all wild on stage. Her phone, she be getting texts and acting like late at night. I'm like, who's that? She want to hide her phone. She got her phone locked. I don't even got my phone locked. Why you got lock on your phone?
It's an automatic lock. It comes with
To cook, he has to be funny. I'm not, really caring about how much money he makes as long as he has a job. That's my whole concern. He can work at McDonald's and people knock that, but I don't knock that. It's a job. It's a legal job. He also has to have a great respect for his mother, and that's, I feel as though if you have great respect for your mother, you're going to have respect for the next woman in your life. He has to be a church man. And when I say church man, I don't mean go to church. I mean, like, you should be reading the Bible. You have to believe. Take that. I don't think you have to believe in what I believe in, but we should still be able to hold a conversation regarding Jesus Christ.
Women. What makes a woman strong, I would have to say, is open-minded, has to have a career path or a life path on set, good head on her shoulders, what you would call that. She would definitely have to know what she wants in her life, what she's looking for. She doesn't have to know exactly what she's looking for, but what she wants, where she's going, where she's headed. Real, 100% real. Can't have none of that fake bitch assness, none of that boy BS. Other than that, it's just see fuck later. Other than that, it's just like.
I want someone who's my equal, my lock to my key. The person who I know that he knows my soul without me having to say it. It has nothing to do with what he looks like, it's how he feels when we're together. And even if he might not be the best looking man out there, when we do it, it feels like he was made for my body. That's what I wanted a man. I just said I want you to do that. Why you can't listen? You have two ears
right
for
now?
a reason. Both of them are no work.
Are you? What?
Can you finish? I'm listening. My ears work.
So you believe he doesn't listen to you?
He doesn't at all. at all. It's like he has selective hearing. Why can't you have selective talking? Just mute yourself when you can. For me. See what I'm talking about? Example number 1.
So can I have your names, please?
Are you getting a text coming in right now?
Yo, come on, baby. That's business. It's business. Don't worry.
But this is personal, and it should come before that. Can you focus?
But you said you
Come
want
on,
that
come
diamond
on.
necklace, though. Plus, our son needs Jordans, right?
You would have bought him Jordans. I said Nikes are fine. You wouldn't let him wear what you wear.
And you gotta be fly like his daddy. Come on, stunt like me.
So he could be on the streets like you? That's what you want? You want to be on the streets like you?
I'm still alive,
He can't
right?
go to college?
But I'm still alive, though.
By the grace of God.
Come on, man. Ain't
You
nobody-
got one more day.
Nobody's touching
You getting
me out
closer to
here.
the light.
Nobody's touching me.
Nice body. Sex game gotta be on point. Good conversation.
Honesty, compassion, principle, ambitious. Just be ambitious about life and goals. He has to be stable with himself, spiritually, mentally, financially. He just needs to be straight. Like, I don't feel like I need to be training no puppy. You
That's
know what
right.
I'm saying? Because a lot of guys out there think they're men and they're not. And a lot of men who should be quote unquote called men are boys. So, I mean, for someone who has their stuff on point and together, I could appreciate that a lot and know when to, you know, be affectionate and know when to be professional and how to handle his woman, not in a thuggish way, but just could handle the fact that she's handling her business and she's replicating him and vice versa. I just could appreciate a well-known, stabilized man with a nice body.
I'm about to propose, but I ain't got that. I jump
I
out
mean,
the
you
water.
go to the gym. I mean,
I'm
hello.
trying, but still, and I add on a little extra weight, you know, lift
I
it.
thought you were going to the gym.
I do,
What
but I gotta
happened?
tighten up. Niggas don't want to do no cardio. They just want to lift.
Okay, I mean, so do cardio while they lifting. What's the
I
problem?
need a trainer, but anyway,
Oh my
moving
God,
on.
I train myself.
How do you deal with liars? Cause you already know there's always you know a few out there, a few chameleons.
Okay.
You know, so pretty much how do you deal with that? A lot of people, I want to confront them, but how does Farrah?
First of all, I'm gonna say, cause you said a lot of people want to confront. I'm gonna say for one that a lot of people have a lot of this. And being in the entertainment world or even being in the medical field, I don't listen to all this. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, blah, 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 blah. This is all I hear is blah, 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 blah. I need to see action, okay? For one, in regards to liars, I'm sure everybody lies, but it depends what kind of lie it is, first of all. And second, dealing with liars, I mean, I don't see what the point is about lying. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember we were watching videos from way back when talking about liars, and like I said, lying brings you into a cycle of always lying because you're trying to cover up the first lie that you said and not remember exactly what you said, so you're always covering something.
Sure.
But at the end of the day, you know, for every game, it comes to an end. You know, you're gonna be in the corner. It's gonna come to an end. So, what's the point of lying? You know, just, you know, tell the truth. The person either takes it or leave it. Some people can't handle the truth, so it's gonna take it or leave it. That's the way I see it.
Okay. All right.
In a woman, integrity, positivity, humor, optimism, patience. Very important.
What I see in a man, what I like to see in a man is, I like a man that is, has a good head on his shoulders, has a good personality. That opens looks for me. Someone can be okay and have the best personality, and I will take that over a man who's just fine. I like a man that is very ambitious, has a hustler mentality, but is not in the streets because that's so old. And I like a man that is outgoing and likes to do things and actually wants something in a relationship, a commitment.
My
my thing, is I would want a man that's honest, who is very trustful. I don't think it's all right for men to not have trust in women. Although I understand past and, what men have gone through, I think that they should always trust their woman. If you don't have trust in any relationship, you don't have a relationship. So those are like my two top things that I would want in a man.
I go with you about he has to be able to trust, even though I understand some men have issues trusting other men, and that affects how they trust their woman with other men. I don't think that a man should go into a relationship with rules. And vice versa, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you want your privacy as a man and your freedom and stuff, I think you should let your woman have the same. I look for a man who's willing to give me what he's expecting for me to give him, and who keeps it honest all the time, regardless of if the truth might hurt or anything. I'd rather just you be honest with me than anything. Go far.
Honestly, at one point, before I dealt with all the bull-ish ass guys that I dealt with, what I wanted in a guy was someone that cared for me, treat me like a queen that I am. A guy that was there for me through thick and thin. I'm not saying he has to marry me, but through thick and thin. And basically someone I could just, I need a shoulder to lean on. Someone I could cry on. Someone that could comfort me and tell me that everything's going to be okay. He didn't have to have a job, but his goal was to get a job. He didn't have to be someone important or be popular or whatever. If he was average, I was fine with that. That was the ideal guy that I wanted to be with. But I tried that and things didn't work. So honestly, as of right now, I don't know the type of guy that I would want.
So what I see when I'm looking at a man, obviously education is up there. Don't mean you don't have to go to college, but you just need to be educated in life. Whether it's, your job, your interests. I just don't want you to just be living in life not knowing anything about what's going on. That's crazy. Whether it's society, book smarts, engines, whatever, I just want you to have some type of knowledge on whatever.
Brains, they don't have to be the smartest in the world, but they can't be just stupid. Looks, have to be into the way they look at the same time. I'm a sexual person, so I look for sexuality too. Also, they had to have a sense of humor because I love to laugh. And also, they have to kind of be easygoing. They can't be uptight.
So, my likes in a gentleman are a guy who has some type of education. I mean, school's not for all of us, so if you didn't make it to college, I'm not going to hold that against you. But, I mean, I like a guy who's also street smart. I like a guy who takes ambition in himself. If you're not working, you should be going to school. If you're not going to school, you should be working. You should have some type of ambition. I love a guy who has a great appearance, takes pride in how he looks. I hate a man who's insecure or feels like he has to hold back his feelings and can't tell you how he feels about you, or can't tell you that he dislikes something, or that he likes something, or that he loves you. Or I hate a man who's afraid, or dislike a man who's afraid to be romantic, or afraid to say, baby, I love you in front of his friends.
Okay, my likes in a man is, I like for a man to be a man. I like for a man to have goals, to be family oriented. I like for a man to take charge. I like for a man to be working. That is a plus. And I like for a man to be funny, giving, charming, sexy, and I believe that's it.
Some people don't believe in courtship or love or learning one another or marrying each other. This book does. Some people don't believe that we have to get our shit together. This book does. Some people don't believe in the ugly truth. And what I mean by the ugly truth, some people call it vulgar, some people call it insensitive, but I just call it getting straight to the point. It's my way, and I do things my way. I do things differently than others. Opposed to other authors who write based on relationships, they try to tell you what to do. This book doesn't try to tell you what to do.